Good morning, everyone. I'm really glad to come to you this morning and speak to you about what's been happening over the last couple of days. Like I've said, and most of you know, I've been in constant meetings continuously. And I've met with numerous people. I've spoken to many people on the phone. And the people that have started groups, started YouTube channels, and have a big amount of people that they can speak to, large groups of people that they can speak to. Many of us have come together, those that want an inclusive solution for South Africa, and we have come up with a plan and a strategy to take South Africa forward. And I will explain that to you now, and it's a very, very simple one. Each group will remain within their focus area. And I will explain that now. Many people, especially on the Facebook platform, which I'm not very au fait with. Facebook censors many posts, and it makes it very difficult, especially when you run a group, to moderate it, to actually stop fake news from coming on, because they get reported and the groups can get closed down. And all the people I've met with, they have exactly the same problem. So to keep these groups running is extremely difficult. And what we are doing now is we are uniting under one banner for one purpose, and that is to replace this governance system and for us to have direct elections, because the moment we do that, we can hold individuals accountable for the actions that happen in the country. Currently we're sitting in a party political system, and this party political system makes these people in the parties part of a gang system, and it's difficult for them to just get out of that. They might have the best intentions in the world. So I've had meetings with group leaders that have organized marches and many other things. I've had meetings with Debbie Els. I've had meetings with Francois Malan. I've had meetings with Jared Petzer. I've had long phone call conversations with Reino de Beer from Liberty Fighters Network, that has been fighting for our liberty in a high court in Gauteng. And after these discussions, one thing that I can say is all these people support this one concept, direct elections. We have strength in our diversity of purpose, and this is very important to explain to you. So what we want to do is, I'm 00 Des. Other people might be fighting for the restaurant industry specifically. Some people might be fighting against a tobacco ban. Some people might be fighting against the liquor ban. Some people might be fighting against terrorist attacks on farms, and I've done an extensive video on that. Some of the people might be fighting to just unite the country in a large group for whatever purpose. And it needs to be an inclusive unification. It's very important that this unification can be used for various and numerous purposes. And after the meeting yesterday that I had with Jared, it's clear that this is what he wants to do. So what Jared had done, and you will all know him from #I'mStaying, is he's created a group which is growing fast, obviously has a big platform to piggyback from, is to start the group Move 1 Million. Move 1 million. And what that is such a powerful concept, because what that does is it gives a platform where all of you can go, which is non-political. We're not going to attack political parties there or anything like that. It's a platform to move 1 million people in a direction. And the way we want to go is to get a new governance system. Everyone agrees on this, and it's important to understand that. So for those of you that want one Facebook group where you can go and unite in large numbers, go to Move 1 Million. Then associate with all the other specific things that you support. Move 1 Million supports direct elections. Debbie Els supports direct elections, and she is focused on farm terror attacks, the terrorist attacks on the farms that I've spoken about. And she wants to do everything to protect the people. She's also fought for gender-based violence in all our communities. These people I will not speak to if they were not willing to be inclusive. So all of them want all the communities in South Africa, all cultures, religious groups to come together. We will not tolerate racist, we will not tolerate anybody. And Reino de Beer is 100% behind this. The Liberty Fighters Network, I've spoken about Reino before at length. I've spoken about what the Liberty Fighters Network do at length, that they want to fight for our freedoms, which have been taken away during this lockdown. Many of them, I believe, unconstitutionally, and he believes the same. We fully align on that. These people want an inclusive solution for the country. And we're not talking about how that's going to be achieved at the end. We're not getting into those semantics. What we want is specific causes that we will support and drive. As 00 Days, I will speak for all of these causes that I align with. All of them. Hashtag Direct Elections as a Facebook group is an awareness campaign. And what we've all agreed on is that there will be continuous action on the ground to create awareness for, firstly, that there's violence everywhere in the country and that it needs to be stopped. We believe that our current government is not capable or willing to make the changes to actually elect leaders and have leaders that can deal with these issues. Now, we all believe that this government needs to change and that the leaders that we have in government needs to change. I would rather have people that have actually been doing the fights on the ground represent us in Parliament. And that is important that happens. And that leaders come forward, that put themselves forward to be presidential candidates. We need that because we need to elect our president, our premiers, and our mayors as independents. We know that the MPs, MPLs, and at the moment already councillors will be in future and can currently be elected as independents. All councillors can stand as independents, but MPLs and MPs cannot. So those MPs and MPLs, they will in future be able to be elected as independent citizens. And government only has 23 months left to do this. The IEC Electoral Act was declared unconstitutional by the Constitutional Court. And we know that some of the people in the ruling party have said that this is an overreach of the judiciary and they're decrying this. Remember the people sitting in Parliament right now. They must be absolutely pinching washers because the one thing that's certain is their jobs are now on the line. Okay, they're running out of time. And we want to make them run out of time sooner. To do that, we need to unite behind these common goals. But we have to maintain our independent strategies. Not our independent causes, but have one strategy. So we've united around a strategy and we have one cause. That one cause is to have a better government in South Africa. And hashtag direct elections. If you, for instance, want to oppose a tobacco ban, if you have any slogan, put hashtag direct elections underneath. It needs to go with everything that you're doing because this is a solution. Where we elect our leaders directly, we can hold them personally accountable, and we need to have some kind of a new CODESA. I don't want to use that name because that was an absolute coup. Some group or a conglomerate of people coming together that want these leaders elected independently, and then the public can decide who they want to vote for. We live in a democracy constitutionally, but we do not live in a democracy in word and deed, because our government and what they're currently doing, and remember, all political parties in Parliament stood behind Cyril Ramaphosa when he announced the lockdown. All of them stood behind Cyril Ramaphosa when he announced the extension of the lockdown. I do not trust them as far as I see them. They are all a part of the problem. We want our leaders elected directly. Now, I'm not saying that parties will cease to exist. Of course, they will keep on existing. Gangs will keep on existing. Criminals will keep on existing. However, we will be able to choose our leaders. We're going to make our cross behind a person, not behind a party. And that makes a big, big difference. So just remember that. This is the goal that all of us have together. And I want you to go and support the Liberty Fighters Network. They have a place where you can give them donations. All of these people are fighting hand, tooth and nail to help you. Support them with a 10 rand or 50 rand or 100 rand or whatever you can spare. Reino submitted new papers in the Johannesburg High Court or the Gauteng High Court, and he is now challenging the 10 days that has expired and that government hasn't actually complied according to his wishes and our wishes with what the court judgment has found. So there's lots of fake news going around with regards to that. I always speak to the people directly, and I can tell you that Reino has your best interest at heart, and I support him fully in what he's doing right now. Now, when it comes to Move 1 Million, understand that what that group is trying to do is to get a mass of people together. So people from all other groups can go there, and we're trying to accumulate a whole lot of people on one Facebook platform. It might move into all other sorts of platforms, but Jared Petzer will be heading that. That is his purpose and goal right now, and I support him in that. Debbie Els has got numerous different causes that she's fighting for. And when Debbie speaks to me, I will make videos to support what she needs. We want to fight for the restaurant industry. We want to fight for the people whose right to smoke has been taken away. We want to fight for the people whose right to sell whatever they want has been taken away. We want to fight for the people who can't see their loved ones before they pass on. And I know people personally who this has happened to. This is madness. This government, they don't care about humanity at all. At all. So what is important now is that we gather behind these initiatives, understand that all these individual causes are all important in their own right. And it's important that the causes remain inclusive, because I will not be associated with anything that is only for a specific group. Never ever. Let me make that categorically clear. And anyone that goes in that direction, I will distance myself publicly and verbally from them and expose them. So this is how I operate. There are many people out there on platforms that are just talking and talking and talking. They're trying to get media coverage. They're trying to get all sorts of things without actually doing anything on the ground. And they will try and make use of these opportunities to have their say without organizing a single thing. They just rock up, they grab a megaphone, and they speak to people. We will expose these people. And this has happened at some of the marches and at some of the peaceful rides. Remember, I don't support anything that is violent. I support awareness campaigns. And awareness campaigns is the last thing I want to speak about. We want to do the awareness campaigns continually. It has already started. So the people in the restaurant industry, many of them held up posters with hashtag direct elections on it too. And that needs to continue. So if you put there government must fall, or you put there we want to be able to be open longer as a restaurant, or if you put there you want the right to be able to smoke, and I've done extensive videos on that. And believe me, some of these companies are not fighting with you. Okay, it's all a facade when it comes to that. And I will be at the Belleville Velodrome tomorrow, and I will, if I get a chance to speak, I will, and I will tell you exactly how I feel about how our liberty and freedom has been taken away. Not just in one way, in many ways. So in these awareness campaigns, whatever your specific thing is that you want to support, whether it's farm terrorism, whether it is gender-based violence, whether it is the fact that your industry is falling apart and you can't make a living, include hashtag direct elections on your poster or banner. Get behind the concept of electing our leaders directly, because this is a solution. And all these people I've spoken of, like Debbie Els, that's fighting against terrorism on the farms, and she's actually organizing people to help stop people from losing their lives in the most brutal way. Support them if that is the cause you want to support. They all support change in leadership. They all are fully inclusive. And I want everyone to get behind those causes. It's very important. Everyone needs to get involved. People from all religions, from all cultures. This is our strength in South Africa. Our strength is not in being divided. Our strength is in the fact that there's so many diverse groups and thoughts and ideas. But the one thing we all want is to elect our leaders as independents. This has to happen. There's no negotiations with regards to that. And I will keep on speaking to people as I do my tour nationwide. It's a 00 days tour. And I will speak about why we need direct elections. Remember, in these meetings, I'm not going to speak about direct elections. I'm going to give you all the reasons why that is a step in the right direction and a part of the solution. And we need to get this concept across to people. I will be going into a lot of depth as to why we're in the situation that we're in. And I thank all of you that have contributed towards the 00 days tour and the hashtag direct elections campaign and idea and spreading the word on that. We will soon reach 20,000 people. And you know, that amount of people has been reached without any sensation being allowed on the group. The group is very strictly moderated because we need to remain focused on the task at hand. Just know that there's many people uniting behind one cause. And this is important. Go and support these different groups. Go and support Reino de Beer. Go and support Francois Malan. He's fully aligned with what we are doing. He wants to play a leadership role in future in this country. Now, it doesn't matter whether you believe that any of these people I've spoken about are not your cup of tea. We need direct elections. Support the people that you do want to support. There's many of them out there. All organizations, businesses, anyone that believe in direct elections, I want you to go to the hashtag direct elections Facebook group and go and post your support. And there's a specific admin that has been appointed that will be looking after that Facebook group. I cannot spend all my time on there. I'm 00 days, I have a YouTube channel, and this is my main focus. So I will be speaking to you as this happens on the ground. I'll keep you updated. People, amazing things are happening right now. People that are contacting me, I'm meeting with them immediately. I don't want to hide like some of these people that you can't get hold of. I speak to my subscribers on a daily basis. I'm sorry I can't get to all of you, and I will get to you at some stage, in some way or form. I'm trying my best, but it's just physically impossible for me to get to everyone in one go. Thank you for understanding. If any of you have questions, you can mention it. But remember, in our diversity, there is a lot of strength. And just understand that the big picture is more important than your immediate wants. Please try and understand why we're doing what we're doing and how we're doing it. There is a lot of unity in wanting to elect our leaders directly. This is something everyone can get behind. We want to expose those that are not behind it. We will expose them. Jared will expose them. We will get Debbie to expose them. Francois Malan will expose them. Reino de Beer is already exposing everything that's happening behind the scenes. He's been doing this for years. All these people are doing awesome work in their own rights. And we are uniting to get a new governance system. And we want it now. We want government to start that process immediately. We're not going to wait. So Jared has called for actions or every single weekend on the ground for whatever cause. People can go in groups of 15 to 20 onto busy street corners. Debbie has also called for this, as well as Francois Malan. Go to busy street corners and say what you're upset about. Also hold up posters saying hashtag direct elections. And say, we want our lives back. We want our businesses back. I want to have the right to smoke again. I don't want my liberty taken away. Whatever it is, go to street corners and advertise this. At the entrances to your businesses, put up a poster with hashtag direct elections on it. Send it to the hashtag direct elections Facebook group. Those will be approved. All those posts. Your business can be advertised on there. I don't care if you put your phone number and email on there. This is what it's going to take to change this country. I'm inclusive. I'm not exclusive. And this is why this is a success, people. This is why we will win this fight. I thank you for watching. Please subscribe to this channel. Click the bell icon if you have not already, so you can get notifications on new videos. As I travel, I will be doing videos continuously. I will keep you up to speed. I'm speaking to all these people I mentioned behind the scenes continuously. Please go and support the Dear SA platform. On many of the videos that I've done in the past, there's issues that if you go to the Dear SA platform, you will see there that you can have your say. And don't think it's not important, because government has to respond to those submissions. Every submission you make there is an independent submission. All these people are coming together now to fight this. I want to thank Justice Killian. He's been there with me from the beginning of this fight. Justice and I speak all the time. He understands what's happening behind the scenes just the way I do. He's researched this for a long time. Justice is focused on Agenda 2021 and 2030. Go and support his YouTube channel, Agenda 21 Truth South Africa. I'll put a link underneath to all these organizations so that you can go and associate where you want to. If you don't believe that the New World Order exists, that's fine. Go to Move 1 Million, go to #direct elections. It's important, and any of the other groups, it's important to understand that there's two unifications. One specifically to get lots of feet on the ground. So other groups will support Move 1 Million with that. The other one is to get our government elected directly. #direct elections is the platform for that. There's nearly 19,000 people on that group. It'll be at 20,000 soon. That is incredible. Move 1 Million has moved past 20,000 people already. That group will grow rapidly and needs to grow to a point where we can do what is necessary to change and replace this government. Now, I've called before in one of my videos for these people in Parliament to speak out, a call to action. I am making that call again. You can now step away from that corrupt system and put yourself forward to be directly elected. If you don't do it now, no one is going to believe or trust in you later, and your career is over. I can tell you that now. So if you want to save your bacon, get out of there now. Stop taking that fat salary and speak out against what's happening there. Because you know what's going on there. You've sat there and ate yourself dick. You have sat there and earned the fat salary. You have sat there and listened to nonsense for hours and not achieved anything and earned the fat salary. All of you there, you've all done it. You've not stepped away from it. We have aligned people that have not been in politics, that will come in large numbers to tell you what to do, because we're the citizens of the country. And I will make sure that this movement grows in the informal settlements to a large number of people. We will make it happen. Come hell or high water. Just understand one thing. The people are the government. The government owns no money, owns no land. It's ours. And they've taken it away from us. They're messing it. Cyril spoke in his speech last night, and you can watch my video on that, said how the money, the 500 billion is getting to everyone. Do a calculation of how much 500 billion is. It's 500,000 million rand. Okay? That he said is getting to everyone. And then just after that, he says how people have been stealing and looting the money with fake things. And how businesses have overcharged the government. Their system is pathetic. They don't have professionals. These people aren't competent. They have to be removed. There are a lot of them. They need to go. All of them. Or speak out. If you speak out, you can save yourself. If you don't, you're going down. Thank you very much.